What is up, everyone? Welcome to Comic Hero Talk, and these are the Harley Quinn Season 2 reviews. I am Jacob Bartley, as always, and I'm welcoming back Brian Avolicino. How's it going, Brian?
Not too bad. Ready to talk some hilarious Harley Quinn.
Oh, yeah. So you joined me on the last, or the first episode of the second season, and we were excited to talk about it. Glad we got it back so soon. And I missed you on the last couple, but we are here to do episode 4, titled Thawing Hearts. But before we get to that, I want to know your thoughts on the last 2 episodes.
They've been good. I still think first season's been better. So yeah, I like what they're doing, but I don't know if I kind of like this revolving circle of her taking out these 3 or 4
different villains. Yeah.
But they're like the same ones, and it's just kind of the same thing. Like I don't know. It's good. I'm curious to see where it goes, because I mean, she did kill Penguin, so I'm curious what goes forward.
I didn't love the Mr. Trap video, or the Trapped one, Trapped episode. I thought the Catwoman character was cool, but I didn't love that whole episode. I actually, and I didn't love Riddle You that much, but I did like Riddle You because they introduced Batgirl. Did you like the introduction of Batgirl?
Yeah, she was cool.
Was awesome. But the first episode was the best out of the first 3, I thought.
I agree. I agree.
But honestly, this might be my favorite episode of the season so far. Either this or the first one.
This one was pretty funny. This one was good. I actually I really like Mr. Freeze.
Let's get into it. So we talked about the villain, the Legion of, or what were they calling themselves? The Injustice League.
The Injustice League.
And how we really liked Bane, and we didn't really know much about Mr. Freeze. And I love what they did with him. How they kept saying oh, this guy's just an asshole. He's a straight villain, and then he kept proving them wrong. He's really not a bad guy, and he's just really trying to save his wife. I thought that was great. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, he was pretty funny, and I like that he wanted to make them dinner and stuff like that. And it's just they keep saying oh, he's horrible, blah blah blah, and then he keeps doing nicer things, and even all the way up until the end.
Yeah, that's the thing that surprises me about the show. An animated show, especially one this wild, doesn't have to get so serious sometimes, and it actually got serious with the Mr. Freeze character and his wife. But let's go back to the beginning of the episode. What did you think about the flamethrower creating an ice sculpture vagina?
I was caught off guard, that's for sure. And then it made me laugh when she was so she said something about it we're not just all going to do dicks. It's sexist or something like that. And just made a giant, she wasted the whole entire flamethrower making it.
Yeah. I love that when they can have fun with it. It's poking at sexism, but they're making fun of the whole situation, which I thought was hilarious. I loved when they first got into Mr. Freeze's castle, and then they were fighting all the goons, and they're all having this casual conversation about Harley Quinn not bringing a dinner date to Ivy's wedding, and then she's all doing ballerina spins and slicing their heads off with the ice skates. I loved that scene.
Yeah, she was definitely killing some goons in that, like it was no big deal.
And the thing that makes this show so great is the supporting characters, King Shark. He's just,
I love King Shark and Clayface. Crack me up. Dr. Psycho has his moments too.
Yeah, and the thing is, I feel like King Shark and Clayface, they're very both comedic in their own ways, but I like that Dr. Psycho balances them out. He's just the nut job, crazy psycho guy who, no pun intended, but also he's actually very powerful, and I feel like they limit his powers in this show.
Probably
he can do so much more to get them out of situations sometimes.
Yeah, I agree. His power seems to be pretty strong. It's funny because King Shark, every time he bites someone's head off stuff, it shocks me every time. I don't know why. At this point, I know
what you mean. It's normally shows don't get that graphic, and he just does it so casually.
Yeah.
He just like bites their like a third of their body off, and he's all covered in blood for the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
But
it catches me off guard every time.
Talks so oh, what was he talking about? He's like, I guess I'll take this girl from the Hammerhead clan.
He was just talking about some other like shark person or whatever. He's like, I guess I'll just take her as a date.
Yeah, for sure. So how do you feel about the Kite Man and Poison Ivy relationship? Like how far it's come and where it's at now?
I love Kite Man. He's one of my favorites. He cracks me up because he's just such like a bro, but just he's so, and Poison Ivy's just not that type of person, yet she just eats it up, and it just makes me laugh. Every time he talks, it makes me laugh. Like the little things he says, he cracks me up. I'm fine with it. I think it's pretty funny. I'm curious to see where they take it as far as the whole thing, and him and his vendetta against Condiment King.
Condiment King, yeah. See, I'd never heard of Kite Man before this show.
No, neither have I.
I had heard of, and I'm sure Kite Man is from the comics. There's so many characters from the comics. Yeah. But I had heard of Condiment King though, which is just ridiculous.
I love that, like, his world is just ridiculous, like villains and stuff, like Condiment King, and like one of the most like dastardly thing he does is put a mustard stain on his shirt. Like, it's just,
that's true. Yeah, his nemesis, Kite Man's nemesis is Condiment King.
It's just nonsense.
This show, you could never have those characters in a Batman show, or even like they probably would never have those characters on the CW Flash or anything like that. You can only do that on this show.
There's not, if they ever put Condiment King in something, no one would ever take that. Like, come on, his weapons are ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise.
They do make fun of him in the Lego Batman movie. That
oh, you're right. Yeah, they do mention him. Yeah, that is true.
Honestly, the Kite Man and Poison Ivy stuff is some of my favorite parts of the show. I agree. It's kind of humanizing for Poison Ivy, especially because she, it shows a human side of her, kind of.
Yeah, she's one of my favorites, and those two together, make it. I like it. And
which reminds me, I forget which episode it was, but when Poison Ivy was just dumping acid on, like,
that was the end of this episode.
No, that was that wasn't this episode. That wasn't this episode. It was the
last one?
I think it was the last one where she's like sitting on the pier and just dumping acid onto dudes' faces and just melting them.
Oh yeah, that was last one. Last one.
That was hilarious. Like these are the guys who are like polluting the ocean and stuff. Yeah, and it's just like
CEOs of Ace Chemicals. That's who it was.
It's like, okay, maybe those guys are dicks for polluting the earth. They are, no question. But they're straight up just burning them in acid, like burning their flesh. And it's like, it reminds me that, okay, Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn, they're still villains. Even though they're doing good stuff sometimes.
I know. And when Harley Quinn's like, hey, can I kill one of them? She's like, yeah, sure.
They just took a life. Like Batman and the Justice League would lock them up. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And have them face the trial in court, but not them. They'll just straight up
not those ones.
Burn them in acid. So we get to basically the whole plot of this episode where Mr. Freeze is trying to save his wife. And I love this spin on it because, like, if you look at the Arnold Schwarzenegger version, it's so cheesy, but in this show, it can be taken somewhat seriously. And I love the moment when Harley Quinn breaks her out of the ice, and then she's like, "My love," and then
you must have found a cure.
Exactly, and he really was telling the truth. And Harley Quinn's like, "Shoot, I just messed up."
Yeah, she's just like, "No," she just kept saying like, "No, that's no," and then it was just like, and she's just like, "Oh shit." Like, he was telling the truth.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like, they straight up, like, they killed Mr. Freeze, but not in the way you would expect.
No, he sacrificed himself for Nora because of what Poison Ivy figured out with the cure. But I'm curious if they if we see Nora again, maybe she turns into like Mrs. Freeze.
Maybe I will honestly, I wouldn't doubt that. Possibly.
I mean,
if they keep killing off big name characters, they're gonna run out of characters.
Yeah. So, and I mean, Mr. Freeze, I mean, he wasn't in the first season, so by 4 episodes into season 2, we've already used him. So, I'm curious if they do something. Maybe
I'm glad they're not killing off everyone though. Like they killed Penguin, so we thought she was gonna start killing off all these villains.
Yeah,
but they kept Riddler alive, which I love that. When he's like, you know what? I don't even want to escape. I'm in the best shape of my life. There's nothing to do out there. I thought that was great. So
he's just chilling
around. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can just escape anytime. Like it's all good.
Yeah. I'm curious who they go after next. I have a feeling it's going to be
the next episode is called Batman Returns.
Batman Returns?
Yeah. Or Batman is Back, I think is what it's called.
It's Batman's Backman. So that has to be Bane.
Oh, is that what it's called? Batman's Backman?
Batman's Back, B-A-C-K.
Oh, is that what it's called? Oh, okay. Yeah. I just saw it on the thing. Oh, is that what it says? It's not saying Batman's Back. But that might also be a double meaning. Like
that's why I think it's going to be Batman's. It's the way, to me, I take it as Batman's back man.
Yeah.
Meaning Bane breaking his back.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm taking it as.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like a double entendre. Like I'm sure Batman's back, but Batman.
See, Batman. Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this review of Harley Quinn. So, what would you say? How would you rank the episode so far?
I would probably go first, fourth, second, and third.
Yeah, I'm similar. I'm gonna go. Ooh, man, I'm probably gonna go first, fourth, but fourth is close to first, and then Riddle You is the second episode or the third episode?
Second episode.
Okay, so I'm gonna go 1, 4, 2, 3. So I'm just gonna flip flop the last two. But they're the first.
No, that's what I picked.
First and fourth. Oh, did you?
Yeah, 1, 4, 2, 3. Third one was my least.
Trapped is the worst episode so far.
Yeah.
Even though I did like Catwoman, I want to see her back. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us on this spoiler review of Harley Quinn season 2, episode 4. Thank you, Brian Avolicino, for joining me. Hopefully you can join me on every episode going forward. It's always better talking with somebody rather than just talking to the camera by myself. So I appreciate it. That is Brian Avolicino. I am Jacob Bartley. Thank you for watching. Let us know in the comments what you thought of Harley Quinn episode 4 of season 2 titled Thawing Hearts. We would love to hear your thoughts and have some back and forth, and we will see you all next week.